Hey Queen, so I am back with a fun DIY project. We are going to customize this denim Balenciaga city bag dupe that I got off Shein. So let's get into it. So this is what she looks like out of the packaging. You see the drop is pretty tall. This is a dark denim, darker than I expected. So I'm already knowing that the color is not going to turn out how I want. So I got 2 packs of red dye in the fuchsia color. The plan was to dye this bag fuchsia since I didn't get anything from the denim drop, but I already know this isn't going to turn out pink. So this is going to be a fun experiment. We can see what this turns out like, what the color is going to look like when I'm done. So I put in the dye. The instructions say, I couldn't remember if it said 1 or 2 teaspoons of liquid detergent and a cup of salt. I just eyeballed the salt. I didn't really measure anything, not even the water, but it says to use 3 gallons for every pound of fabric and to use hot water. Boil it if possible, but keep it in mind the fabric that you're trying to dye. Use as hot water as the dye will take, if that makes sense. Use as hot water as a fabric will take. Y'all know what I meant. So since this is denim, it's not jeans that I'm trying to wear. I'm not worried about them shrinking or anything like that. So I boiled the water. You let that sit. It says to let it sit for about an hour, but for 30 minutes, but I did it for about an hour. So this is about the halfway mark, and I'm just flipping it over to try to make sure that it dyes as evenly as possible. I'm really curious to see what color this is going to turn out. I think I have an idea though. So it said to use a stainless steel or plastic, whatever, to do this. If you're using stainless steel, I would still not take for granted that the dye could ruin the sink. So I had the water running for a little bit before I even started pouring the dye in to kind of dilute the dye. But now I'm just rinsing it out. And y'all, obviously, you should wear gloves when you handle dye and hot water and stuff like that. I didn't do any of that. So if you guys decide to do one of these projects, make sure that you follow all the precautions so that you don't injure yourself. Put on gloves so that you don't dye your hands or burn your hands. Cover whatever surface you're working on so that the hot water or the dye doesn't ruin it. And if at all possible, try not to use a metal utensil to mix this up with. It worked out just fine, but I was not at home, so I used what was available to me. But if you can help it, I would use like plastic or maybe even wood. I don't know. But I used what was available to me. And as you can see, I didn't have much dye on my hands. I still don't recommend doing this without gloves, but now I'm just trying to get out as much of this dye as possible so that we can start the next phase of this project, and that is the sealant. It's not called a sealant, but it's another treatment that you use to make sure that the bag doesn't bleed, whatever you dye doesn't bleed, and that the color stays as long as possible. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's wet, but this is the Red Color Stay Dye Fixative. And it's a similar process to the dye you're going to use as hot as water as the fabric can stand. But you don't really need to add anything else except this product. And it said to use a half a container, and I had a half a container left from a project that I did a week or so ago. I dyed a pair of jeans, and so that was the last of that. I'm just mixing it up, and it says to let this soak for 20 minutes. So I'm soaking it for 20, maybe 30 minutes. I'll normally I do it a little longer than what it says, just to make sure. But we'll come back to this in a few minutes and rinse it out. I really enjoy doing projects like this, and especially on really expensive pieces. Like, I would have never done this to the bag I got from Amazon, because even though it was cheaper than the Coach Rowan, it was still $80. But this bag was $12. So it's fun experimenting. So this is the second rinse now. We've done the dye fix treatment. So we're rinsing it out with cool water, just like with the first phase. As you can see, the inside of the bag did not change colors. That nylon, that synthetic fabric, whatever it is that lines the bag, did not dye. It's still black. But as you can see, the water is not as pink as it was the first time. Really, is not much pink coming out at all. So this treatment, if you follow the directions, it really does work. So it also says to dry the garment on medium heat with a light color towel that you don't mind throwing away or whatever. So I use an old white towel and threw it in the dryer. I wrung it out as much as I could, but I wasn't really too worried about it. Now, if you want this bag to have shape or structure, you would probably want to stuff this bag when it's wet and let it dry naturally. Or I guess you could throw it in the dryer while it's stuffed, but I like the saggy look, and it's going to look different when you put your stuff in it. So this is how it looks after I took it out of the dryer. So this is more of a purple than pink. So what do y'all think so far? The dye didn't do any damage to the hardware or anything. But this is the next day, so we're going to go ahead and customize the bag now. I have all of my patches here on the table. I have no idea what I want to do. Nothing has come to me, and I decided to just go ahead and put everything out on the table, take a look at what I have. Some of them I need to flip over. I don't even know what color scheme I'm going with. But this is what I have so far, and then I bought a couple of patches from Michael's. So I played around with this bag, y'all, for so long, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, what patches I wanted to use, where to place them, how to place them, and probably an hour. I'm not gonna lie, like nothing that I did was looking good. Everything just looked whack. I just could not get it together, and I just didn't know what or how I wanted to adorn this bag. Like, it was really bugging me out that I just could not get it together. And I already said before that I'm not the most creative person, but I really enjoy things like this. So sometimes it pisses me off that it doesn't come naturally and that I have to try a little harder than other people. But I played around with it long enough that eventually I figured out exactly what I wanted to do, like what patches I wanted to use and where and how I wanted to place them. And I ended up eventually deciding to use most of the patches that I got, well, all the patches that I got from Michaels. So the big more is more patch I got from Michaels, and the 3 heart patches I also got from Michaels. So I placed everything on the bag like how I wanted it to be on the bag, and then just started ironing stuff. So I accidentally, in the process of trying to iron the more is more patch on, I accidentally ironed on the dollar patch, which that was fine because luckily for me it was placed exactly where I wanted it to be, and none of the other patches had been ironed on, so that worked out. But it took the longest time for me to figure out what was going on with this more is more patch. Like, no matter how much heat and pressure I put on it, nothing was working. And this is one of those cheap $10 store irons, because like I said, y'all, I'm not at my house, so I'm using what's available to me. But you have to put some weight on it. Like, it gets hot and it obviously steams up really well, but it's lightweight, so you have to put weight on it. And it took me forever to figure out why that patch wasn't sticking. But the patches that I bought from Michaels had like little peel off protective layers on the back, and once I peeled that off, the glue was already tacky and ready to go. It just needed a little more pressure and heat, and so I placed it exactly where I wanted it to go on the bag, and that was that. And after that, it didn't take long at all. So 2 of the 3 hearts were easy to put on. So keep this in mind if you decide to do a project like this and you use this type of bag. Anything you put on those corners may take a little extra time and elbow grease to get on there good. So the one that I'm doing right now was fine. It went on super easy. It melted onto the denim like it. That was no problem. But the one that I'm gonna do last took a minute because the denim on that side, like the corners, the layers on there are thicker and more prominent. So it took a little more effort to get the patch to adhere to everything. So I spent a little more time on there with those. But like I said, I really enjoy projects like this. They are really fun, and for me, they're therapeutic. And this is something that does not cost a lot of money. Like, seriously, this bag I got for $12 on Shein. I already had the patches laying around the house, with the exception of the patches that I picked up from Michaels. But that pack of patches probably cost less than $15, and there were patches on Amazon that were less expensive than that. I just wanted what I wanted. But all that to say, this is a very inexpensive project to do. So this would be something fun for parties, like if you did like a girls' night, a sleepover, or just hanging out with wine. Like, this would be a really fun project to do. I mean, I don't know if you would want to spend all that time with the dye and all of that, but customizing a bag, just doing something simple as putting patches and maybe glitter or pins on the bag will be a really cool and fun girl time project to do. So I'm enjoying it solo dolo, but this I think would be a fun project to do with your girls as well, and something affordable. Like, you could literally host a party and do something like this and not spend a whole lot of money. So it's starting to come together for me. I'm getting to the point where I actually like what I did. Again, I'm not the greatest, but it's my bag. I made it, and I'm liking what I came up with. But that was that one last thing that I thought just made it look even better. So we gonna go ahead and iron that on. But y'all, what do y'all think about this? Is this something that you would do? Do you enjoy projects like this or no? I really enjoyed it. And see, a bag like this, even at my big age, I would absolutely wear it, but I would wear it with something plain and let the bag be the focal point of the outfit. That's how I would rock that. But this is how she looks all done up. I did at the last minute decide to throw some patches on the side. So I've got a ladybug on one side and a cupcake on the other side. The bag is still not stuffed with anything, but this is how she looks. I am happy with the results. Still not decided if I want to add some pins or some glitter or stones to it. But thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you're gonna get it anyway, you may as well save a few coins.